Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristi. If you're new here, I do keto related videos, and today is going to be a blood glucose test. I like to do these occasionally and let you guys see the results. I also like to do them on myself pretty regularly, and that's without filming. And that's just to see if a certain product is going to affect me, and that way I know whether to keep it in my daily routine or go ahead and eliminate it completely. I do have a playlist of those. I'll have them linked below for you, and also in the cards. I have done Enlightened Keto Ice Cream. I have done Bang Energy Drinks. I've done Zip Fizz. There are several of those, and this is probably going to be a weekly series now. So if there is something that you would like me to check my blood glucose on to see if it spikes while we're on keto, go ahead and put it in the comments below. That way I can add it to the list and we can test it out together. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so, because I want to have you as a member of my YouTube family. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. My name will be right here. And I have a Facebook group, All Things Keto with Kristi. It'll be linked in the description box. Come over there, join us. We are getting ready to hit 5,000 members. No keto police. Everybody is amazing. You're going to love it over there. Now, let's go ahead and get started and discuss what we're testing today. Ready? Are you ready? It's the Jordan Skinny Syrups. I've had so many of you contact me wanting me to test these ever since the beginning of this little series. So I went ahead and done it. I did put it off because seriously, I was not looking forward to basically taking a shot of Jordan Skinny Syrup. The one I have here today is the toasted marshmallow, and it just so happens to be my family's favorites. I do have hordes of these, so I am, interested myself to see how it affects me. Let's discuss the ingredients and macros in one of these. It does say right here on the front, 0 calories, 0 sugar. So your calories are 0, your fat is 0, your carbs are 0, your protein 0, everything right here on your nutritional label is 0. Big fat goose egg. And also in your little vitamin column, 0. We have the ingredients, which are a bunch of things I can't pronounce, so I may just put a picture up right here and let you read those. But we have natural and artificial flavors. You've got water, cellulose gum, sucralose. We have citric acid. These are not in order, by the way. Sodium acid sulfate, caramel color, acesulfame, I guess I'm pronouncing that, potassium. And that is the one thing that does scare me about this. I did not realize it was in there. I'd been watching some videos recently. It was one of Thomas DeLauer's, and he speaks about this particular type of potassium and how it has been known to affect blood sugar levels and spike those. So once I was seeing it and stuff, it was scaring me. I don't know the full effects or, scientific research behind acesulfame potassium, but when I'm doing my research, I do take people like Dr. Berg, Dr. Berry, Thomas DeLauer, people like that into account and effect. And if they say something may affect me or probably will affect me, then I try to eliminate it. So again, I was shocked when I saw this and thought, okay, yeah, I need to go ahead and add this to my list. Everybody's wanting me to test it. Let's do it. So now we're going to go ahead and get started with today's video. I will see you at the end and we will talk about conclusions. Can you guys see? It's 7:59. We'll call this 8 o'clock. I'm going to clean my finger with an alcohol pad, let it air dry, and wipe it off with a cotton swab to make sure it's dry and that the alcohol does not affect it. I am using the Keto Mojo, and this will be listed below for you guys. This is the one I like to use because it is a ketone meter and a blood glucose meter. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off first blood, and I'm going to be using second blood this time. Let's see, are we ready? Okay, let's see what we got going on here today. Blood sugar wise at 8 o'clock in the morning. 94. So, as most of you know, we've talked about this in the past. Your ketones can be low in the morning and your blood sugar can be a little higher than normal, and that's called the dawn effect. Ketone levels this morning were at a 0.5. I did punch my numbers into the GKI calculator on Keto Mojo, and according to it, I am not in ketosis. That is normal for early mornings, so it can happen. This is probably the one I've been dreading the most. So still pretty early in the morning. I had to get all this ready. Can you tell? 8:08. And I went ahead and measured out in a shot glass my skinny syrup that I'm going to be chugging. Serving is, like I said, 1 fluid ounce, 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 everything. And I'm sure we went over all the ingredients and everything at the beginning. So let's go ahead and chug this and see what happens. That was not near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I expected it to be much thicker when you drank it, because obviously I've never just chugged some of that on its own. I always put it in stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and set my alarm for 30 minutes. We will do the 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 2 hour test. I will see you back in just a minute. Okay, I have managed to put a little bit of makeup on and take a shower. Freshly washed hands. I'm already going to clean this off with an alcohol pad. I will let it dry for you guys. Same routine as always. And then dry it off with a clean cotton ball. So we know that I am not in ketosis. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off first blood. Oh, I didn't show you guys what time it was, did I? Can you see that? 8:42. So let's see, I'm gonna wipe off that second blood too, because it sat there for a minute. And we are going to see what it says we are at now. So I'm going to show up there. 99. So we did spike about, what was it, five points. Yeah, we're spiked 5 points as far as blood glucose goes. I spiked as far as blood glucose goes. I'm not going to check my ketone levels again and do the GKI until the very end at the 2 hour mark, because I don't feel like something can knock you out of ketosis that fast anyways. And apparently I wasn't even there, which, like I mentioned, is normal for mornings. Most people have low readings of ketone levels in the morning until they get something in their system and, you know, start burning fat again. Lots of research out there. I'm gonna go ahead and set my alarm. I'll be back at the 1 hour mark to check and see what it says. So let me know in the comments below what you think about a 5 point spike. I think that's really nothing. We have discussed this in the past. Anything you consume can make your blood sugar fluctuate. So 5 points feels like nothing. Okay, it is, can you see? 9:08, exactly 1 hour. And I'm gonna go through the same process. I've already washed my hands, cleaning with an alcohol pad. Gonna let it dry, wipe it off with a cotton ball, wipe off the first blood, use the second blood. You guys know the routine. I just have to make sure and clarify this for all the other people who think I may not be doing the test properly. I will not squeeze my finger to get the blood out either. People have asked that as though it may affect. So I'm just letting it come right on out. Let's see, can you guys see that? I'll be able to see it before I can. Anything. So I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it. We are basically where I was at when I started with fasting blood sugar at this point. My fasting blood sugar at 8:08 this morning was 94. After a half hour, it went up to 99, and now at the 1 hour mark, we are at 93. Like we've talked about in the past, most foods that you consume will make your blood sugar fluctuate throughout the day. So this a little bit doesn't bother me. My blood sugar can be a little higher in the mornings, so it's usually between the low 90s and 100. And throughout the day, it levels out and becomes normal again in the 70s, 80s is where I usually stick to. So those numbers aren't looking horrible for me, and I was honestly surprised because there's an ingredient in here I could have swore had something to do with my rising blood sugar levels. So we'll discuss that at the very end. I'll see you back at the 2-hour mark. So that'll be 10:08. Yeah, so I'll see you guys at 10:08 and we'll see what's going on then. Welcome back to the 2-hour test. Freshly washed hands, cleaning with an alcohol pad. You guys know how this works. While that's cleaning, let me show you the time, maybe. My phone hates me sometimes. Can you see it's 10:08 exactly? Okay, let's go ahead and make sure it's completely dry with a clean cotton ball. See if I can get that in there for you all. Can you see? Can you see? 88. Okay. Let me wipe my finger off. Since I'm already bleeding from the finger, let's go ahead and check the ketone level and see what it says. Can you see? 0.7. I'm not sure if you guys can even see that. So my GKI was 9.78, which indicates I'm still not in ketosis, but I'm getting pretty close, and it would be low levels. I think the problem this morning is I've not ate and basically just had a shot of Jordan's skinny syrup. So I'm starving to death. My stomach is literally growling. I think once I have something to eat, I'll go ahead and be kicked back into ketosis. The point here is my numbers were not bad. So my fasting blood sugar was 94. 2 hours later after having this, it was at 88. That does not indicate a spike to me after you consider all the numbers. And I went from a 0.5 ketone level till at the end I had a 0.7. So definitely this didn't knock me out of ketosis. I was already out of ketosis, but I am inching my way back towards, and that's even without a high-fat meal, just, you know, some Jordan skinny syrup. So my conclusion is on this process that it did not affect me. Again, what may affect me or may not affect me may have a completely different reaction on you. So it is important to check your blood glucose levels, your ketone levels, keep track of sort of those things. I know I am not a type 1 or type 2 diabetic. So of course, things that don't affect me may affect someone it is. This is the Keto Mojo that I use. It will be linked below. It is a glucose and a ketones monitor. I have a discount code. Check it out if you're interested in it. I know a lot of people are always asking me, will I keep drinking Jordan's skinny syrup and putting it in my recipes? I will. And I was really shocked because I was expecting a much higher fluctuation, a bigger spike and a larger drop. This was basically nothing, and you know, just a small little blip. But again, I'm not a nurse practitioner. I am not a doctor. I'm not a physician assistant. So check with your own doctor about what's good for you, what you should be doing if keto is the right lifestyle. But don't take my word for it. Do your own research and check things out. That's all I have for today, and I am pleasantly surprised with the results. I'll see you next time. Make sure you check out some more of my videos, and I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.